Hello, my name is James Spencer from QM2 Solutions, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about a really exciting program that we've designed specifically for the hearing industry called virtual visits. Now first, let me tell you what virtual visits are not. It's not a traditional marketing campaign. What it is clinical outreach that utilizes text or email to engage your patients where they are, to improve patient engagement, and to expand your business. Second, virtual visits are extremely easy for you to implement. All we need from you is a list of your patients in an Excel document, and we can get started. That's it. So over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to talk to you about how the program works. So let's get started.
How do virtual visits work in an audiologist practice? First, our team at QM2 Solutions will take over the effort of uploading a patient list into the QM2 Solutions systems. Next, we'll work with your practice to brand custom messages that will announce the virtual visit program to your patients. Finally, and most importantly, this solution is so much more than email. Essentially what we're doing is we are delivering encrypted links to your patients where the patients can securely enter into the SEngage portal to complete their asynchronous visits. Once in the SEngage portal, the patient will complete their asynchronous visit. We've worked with audiology practices around the country and developed custom content around hearing aid patients or tested not sold patients with sensory neural hearing loss. We've also worked with groups on balance and dizziness patients. The key here is that we've worked with experts, developed content so you don't have to. Again, wanting to make this as easy as possible for your practice. As patients complete their virtual visits, they are added in real time to the SEngage portal. We are able to set up text and email alerts to staff so that they know when these responses are coming in. And I think it's important for you to also know that we will also send daily cumulative reports automatically to the practice management or whoever the designee is so that they can keep track of all the responses and making sure that they're staying on track with the program. As the responses come in, the practice can look at the responses in the daily cumulative reports, or they can pull individual PDF reports for them to pass through the practice and upload into any other practice management system if they see fit. We're finding there are lots of different opportunities driving mostly in clinic visits, but we're also identifying for practices who have technology to be able to provide remote services as well. That's completely up to you. We will work out with your preferences, your access to technology, and your decisions of whether or not you want to see those patients needing help in your office, or if you're going to choose to respond to some of them remotely. We'll help you with that next step. Your practice should expect to be busy as we jumpstart virtual visits at your practice. About 50% of patients are opening and reading texts and emails we send announcing the program. About 20% of patients are actually completing virtual visits. For a typical practice, as we launch the program, you should expect to have between 80 and 100 patient responses per week. Of those patients, about 43% are typically mentioning or identifying that they have a change or a suspected change in their hearing. And those patients with hearing aids, about 50% of those patients are identifying hearing aid features or other functions they wish either worked better or were included in their hearing aids. What can a hearing practice expect from this program? One of our earlier adopters reached out to 1,000 patients, had 332 patients complete their virtual visits, and completed sales of patients to hearing aid sales to 30 patients. Now, not all results are the same. Like all practices, the ability of an audiologist to synthesize the patient need and transition that person to technology that better serves them is independent by practice. But what these examples are showing us is that audiologists who have an interest of addressing patients' needs have a real opportunity to generate additional business for their practice. Once receiving the signed agreement and we finish uploading your list, we'll work with your practice to make sure that you have an operational plan to maximize the effectiveness of the program. It's really as simple as uploading your list and begin to grow your practice and improve care.
Virtual visits are proving to be a no-brainer for practices around the country. Our 3-month Jumpstart programs require little commitment but a maximum benefit. Contact us tomorrow to start a virtual visit program at your practice.